Let's keep it practical. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a two-way synchronization between Airtable and Webflow. This is going to be working in real time, so we're going to be using Whalesync. Whalesync is a great tool that allows you to set up this two-way synchronization in real time between Webflow and your database, that be it Notion, Airtable, Google Sheets, and whatnot. We're going to set up a CSV file, we're going to edit it a little bit on ChatGPT, and then we're going to see how if we make changes on the file, on the Airtable file, and on Webflow, and how they react in real time. Are you guys ready? Let's jump to it. I have a template here that has some collections to it, and I want to be syncing one of the collections to my Airtable database. So we have this clinics collection, and if I go to CMS, I can see that I have two items here. This collection has some fields that are set up. So this is what I want to be working with. First thing I'm going to do is export this collection. So as I export it, it's going to create a CSV file for me. And if you can see, the CSV file has all the information that are relevant to that clinic. Now, what I want to do is I want to go to ChatGPT and create some more clinics, some more imaginary clinics to my file. So I'm going to upload my file. And I'm going to give it a prompt to give me more information. Using this template, add more clinics, up to 5 clinics that are not real, imaginary, create creative names, and put in all the information in the right columns. City where the city column is, region where the region column is, and so on. Make sure to give me the CSV file as a downloadable. All right, let's see this prompt and let's see how this works out. Sometimes ChatGPT as well doesn't give me what I want. However, while this is analyzing, I'm gonna go to Airtable and create my database. So I'm gonna go to Airtable, of course, airtable.com, you create an account, and then you get the dashboard, and then you come here to quickly upload a CSV file. And I'm gonna get the same file that we downloaded just now from Webflow so that we can start mapping the fields. And what I want to do is I want to omit these fields that are automatically created, like collection IDs, published dates, and all that. And I'm gonna keep everything else. That's great. Let's import. Great. So now we have our database with the right fields that are similar to what's on Webflow. All right, so let's go through this. I know there are some errors, but let's go through this as if we're new. So we go through the errors and fix them together. So let's go to Whalesync now while ChatGPT is still making some content, and we're gonna start connecting our apps. So we click on Connect Apps. First thing, we're gonna choose our Airtable. We're gonna authorize our Airtable. We're gonna select the database. That will be Medica template. And then we're gonna grant it access. That's great, it connected. Now we continue to connect our Webflow website. I'm gonna authorize, and then we're gonna name the project, I think. Yeah, so Medica template, it's the copy. And we're gonna authorize this one. Great. So now I have Airtable and Webflow connected. I can continue, and now it's about mapping the fields. So let's add the mapping, and let's see how this works out. So I have the imported table, which is this one. And I want to connect it to clinics. That's the collection I want to be working with. And now let's map the fields. You can see it mapped out 16 fields automatically for me. So that's great because most probably they're named the same. So as you can see, there are these two-way synchronization between them. So everything is connected properly. This one has a one-way synchronization, the postal code. And if I click on two-way, it says there's an error that are not compatible. The fields are not compatible. So to fix this, I know that here the postal code is a number and here it's a text. So if I go back to Airtable and I go to postal code, I edit the field and I will change it to single line text, and I save and then convert this to just text instead of a number field. And then if I go back to Whalesync, I can refresh. And nothing happened here, but I can now have a two-way sync between my postal code and the postal code on Airtable. So everything has a two-way sync. Now I can continue to the next step, and that is prepare the initial sync. Now, since I have some information already, we're going to scan the records. I have 2 items already that are already there, so I don't want to be synchronizing those. So let's edit, and let's say if the name or the slug is equal to the slug, then we don't want to update those because they match. We just match them. And we continue. So the 2 records, so you see 2 of 2 records matched. That's great. So I have nothing synchronizing now since they're both exactly the same. I'm going to activate my sync. Of course, it's going to give you some notes to keep in mind before you activate the synchronization in two ways. So just note that. So now we have the synchronization happening. We can continue. We can see that it's active. You can view it. And here you're going to see a log of all the information that is being changed. Now we're going to go back to Airtable. Actually, let's see what ChatGPT did for us. I've added 5 imaginary clinics. Let's see if it did it right this time. So if we open this CSV file, you see that it added more clinics. It added all the information for it. Well, mostly all the information for it, but that's great. I can work with these. So let's go back to our Airtable and let's add this file. So import from CSV. I'm going to pull in this one and upload it. Great, so now it's uploaded. I'm gonna import it to the imported table. I'm gonna go next, and then perhaps here we can check. Actually, everything is correct. So let's import this. And now we have some more items. I can see this is a duplicate because ChatGPT just gave me more of the same ones. I'm just gonna delete those, actually these ones. So I'm going to delete those duplicates. So now I have these items all together. Also, this one is not item. This is just header. So that's great. All I did was just upload this here, right? So if I go back to my live site and I refresh, I can see that they're already there. They're already populating. It's already on my live site, which is great. And now, of course, if I go back to my collection, I can have a look here. If I go back to the CMS. There they are. All the fields that I added on Airtable are just directly here. They're published, they're synchronized, everything is going great. Now say I want to update further, and for example, I want to add an image. So I know this image doesn't work. So let's open this. Let's delete this image and let's go to, let's say, Unsplash, and let's get an imaginary clinic-y. And we're going to open this image in a new tab. And then we're just going to copy it. And if we go back to Airtable, and we just paste in the link. So this is a plus image by Unsplash. Now, if we go back to our live site, you can see, if we refresh, we can see this image is uploaded right here. Now, this is great. Now, say I want to update from Webflow and watch that update happen on Airtable. So, for example, I want to go here and change this name to Aurora Health Retreat and Spa, for example. And I will save, republish, go to the live site, refresh. You can see that says Aurora Health Retreat and Spa. If I go back to my Airtable, I can see that also it updated here. And it says Aurora Health Retreat and Spa. This is all happening in real time so that this synchronization is happening very smoothly. I don't have to worry about what's there and what's here. Of course, it's always good to check every once in a while to see that everything is correct. And that's basically how you connect Whalesync and have a two-way synchronization. Now, there is more to this, and you can have much more use cases using these methods. Say I want to automate my schedules. I want to automate blogs. I want to add another automation, perhaps through Zapier or other tools further down, and make more tools connect to my Webflow website. This is all possible now thanks to Whalesync and the two-way synchronization it allows us to do. If you're liking this type of content, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned on what's coming next. We'll see you in the next one.